Next duel here is True Draco versus Zoo. Seb versus Pakawat. Alright, who's got this? Seb on the Zoo cards, of course. The Cringe Lord himself. Chakanine, Drident Pass with a back row here. We have Upstart Goblin trying to dig for some big Draco cards. Ogre on the True Disciples, which pops the back. That was not very good Ogre, if you ask me. I guess the emptiness doesn't do anything against True Draco, so it is what it is. We got Pot of Greed here. That's Ash Blossom into Desires to draw 2 cards. And set into the Tribute of the Ignis, chaining the True Draco Apocalypse, using the True Draco Apocalypse on a new chain to pop the Drident, which can be used here to chain to pop the Ignis with chains to get a search or a Heritage. And, attacks, wait, what just happened? You didn't pop it. Oh yeah, it resolves, yeah, you popped it. Okay, and then the Heritage activates to draw 2 cards here, because we sent a monster and a trap card from the field to draw 2. Then we're going to go into Chicken Game. Chicken Game gets to draw a card. Heritage... Phoenix, recycling some Draco cards in the graveyard. Mulligan, Avarice for 1. Has another tribute over for the Dynamite Fighter, activating his own Heritage to pop the Chicken Game to not give his opponent any draw cards. Setting to back row. What have you got here? Normal summon Thoroughblade into the Borbo. Riding in attack mode. Attack directly. It connects into Mortar. Chains the Draco Phoenix. Gets Ogred. Activates the Phoenix, the return on the field face up. Trident is summoned, and then we're going to activate the True King return to bring back the True Draco Fighter, activating the True Draco Apocalypse, which allows us to pop the return to then pop the Drident, who then chains to pop, and then we perform the summon of the Ignis Heat over, and the True Draco Apocalypse pops the other Zoo monster. No Xyz monsters left on the field after that battle phase to be able to go into Zeus, clearing the entire board. Then on next turn, we're going to Phoenix here, draw, and then dig, go into another Desires, 8 cards left in deck, 5 in hand though. Gonna attack just directly with Phoenix and pass, Ignis Heat, 3 back row, Skill Drain, into the Vespanato, attacks over the Ignis by 100 damage and passes. True King return, bring back the Ignis, attack over once again. And that's going to be brought back again by the return, so no direct attacks connecting here. Waiting until his main phase to activate here. True Draco Apocalypse pops the Ignis Heat, which then halves the attack of all the monsters on the field. We're going to go into a Pot of Desires to draw 2. Activate return here, bringing it back. Normal summon the Thoroughblade, attacking over the Ignis Heat. No, we're going to use the True Draco Apocalypse to pop the Thoroughblade and pass. Going back over into an attack mode here. Do we have any way to recycle the deck here? There's 3 cards left in deck. Okay, we got Phoenix. That should probably be enough, actually, for the rest of the duel. Keep recycling those and then popping with your True Draco trap cards. And it's a bit of a grind fest, but you shouldn't really deck out here. So, not too bad of a position. Under Skill Drain for Zoo. This is looking really rough now. Just trying to get as much advantage as possible and not decking out here. Zoo not really being able to do anything on the Skill Drain. Set, pass. Ram floats and then just attack over the defense position monster. You're just going to have to keep set passing every turn, and that's going to be it. Moving on to game number 2. Oh boy. And we have Pot of Desires right off the bat here. Pakawat drawing 2 cards. Into Spanish Choice in True Draco. Masterpiece, Heritage, Forceful Terraforming. Strange. Gives him the Masterpiece. Wow. Gives him the Masterpiece and passes. What the heck? Alright, we got Tenki for the Thoroughblade. Thoroughblade pitched the Whiptail. And looks like he just didn't set anything to play around Zeus, I suppose. And bring back the Drident. No monsters to attach to it because I guess he has Whiptail in the hand here. Set and summons the Ignis Heat here, who doesn't have a way to deal with the Zeus. No True Draco trap cards hard drawn. Going to attack over and then go into a Phoenix. Activates its effect here to tribute into Masterpiece. Unaffected by monsters and spells. How are you going to out this? How do you out this? I think we're going to have to try and dig for some kind of infinite impermanence or something is really the only way that we can remove this. By the way, we still have 3 continuous spells in the graveyard for the Masterpiece. This is looking really rough here. True Draco Diagram pops a card in hand here, adds the Phoenix, which is then activated to recycle some of the graveyard and dig for some more cards. Any draw cards off the top? Nope, just 2 in hand. Maxi on the summon of Whiptail. Sets and passes. Nice -1. Phoenix again, activating. Chain the Twin Twister, popping the Diagram and the Phoenix into Graceful Charity off the top. Discarding Upstart Lightning Storm, attacking over the Whiptail, and setting 1 back row. Infinite Impermanence, there it is. He drew the out to the Masterpiece, the 1 card that he can use to remove this. You could even argue Masterpiece might be better immune to traps instead of spells against this deck, right? I mean, it's not like they probably play Raigeki or anything, maybe. So, you know, something to consider. Broadbow adds a Whiptail here, going to go into the Chakanai. No, we're going to go into Borobo directly. And Twin Twister on the back row, chains the return, summons out the Ignis Heat here, and makes a Zeus, and passes. You don't have any targets left for your Ignis, I suppose? Oh no, dude, that's going to be GG. No way to get through the Zeus after having his Masterpiece outed. 2 back row, that's really rough. Okay. We have Pot of Greed, Chain Shifter. Chain Shifter, Thoroughblade normal summon into the Borobo, direct attack here, Skill Drain, oh no, that's bad. Zeus in defense, Diagram, chains Ash Blossom to the Diagram, sets and passes. He needs an answer for the Skill Drain, otherwise it's looking pretty rough here, but that is 55 damage. That's a lot of DPS we're doing here. 1500 life point remaining, Ogre on the Diagram, and that's looking like a brick. Wow, dude. 2 stops on the Diagram, still losing under Skill Drain. That is insane. Wow, imagine still losing with Skill Drain. This is so sad. Pack has been destroyed by a group of small girls. I mean, look at this. Ash, Ogre, Shifter. Nice Zoo deck. Next game, Trey versus Samuel. All right, we got Tenki for the Ram. Why are you making me watch this? It's Trish playing Zoo. You titled this Pendulum question mark. Like, why? Alright, Trev, can you win a traditional tournament? Let's see. Utopic Future 0. Did he forget Dryden? Trev, this is not the combo. Hello, Trev? Confiscation for 4 zoos. Prep into Brian? Are you playing Necros? Necros Drytron. Negate with the Utopic Future. Into the Karibo. Did you maxi him? You did maxi him. And you're just going to take the challenge. Okay. Zeta adds Necros Cycle. Zeta discarding Iditen. For the Delta. Necros Cycle revealed. Draw 1. Necros Cycle activate. Pitching Jin for Colossalas? Activate Colossalas. Set the Utopic Draco Future to 0. Overlaying into Fafnir. Do we just not care about Maxi? Wow, we don't care about Maxi. Alright, Pot of Avarice. Let's see if, like, 15 cards in hand. Let's see if Triff can play through a Colossalas summoned with a Jin. Normal summon the Thoroughblade. And attack over it. We have the Karibo. Enki for the Ram. He doesn't have a way to play through it. That's insane. Set 3 cards, discard like 4 in the end phase. Alright, now what happens if we put this Colossalas to defense mode, Triff? Do we have an out here? Fafnir attacks over the Thoroughblade. Gamma tributes from hand. Into Relinquished. Why didn't you do this in main phase 1 and try and go no TK? Into the 10 with the Meteonis, adding it back into... He scoops! He drew like 9 cards off Maxi, and he couldn't out a Jin summoned Colossalas! Maxi doing nothing! That's so funny. That's so funny. Alright, Thoroughblade, etc. Broadbow into the Desires, etc. Reborn, bring back. Very good, very good. Alright. Does he do the combo right this time? Not really. Anti-spell pass. Oh. Game 3 then. Samuel gonna go first with a Alpha tributing Zeta for Benjamin. Into Spanish Choice. And gives him the Jin in the hand here. Yo, bro, Painful Choice and Drytron is nuts. Zeta add, Ben 10 adds the orange into the Meteonis for the Ben 10. Reducing, adding back Colossalas, get the cycle. And cycle, pitching the Jin from the hand here to summon the Colossalas. No special summons for Triff, and we're going to just continue with our Drytron plays here. Still have Fafnir and Meteonis live. Gamma tributes the Ben 10, brings back, adds another Ava. Diviner for the Herald. Wait, did you like not search there? Okay, we have Masquerena. And nothing else really, just the Jin Clausolas, which I can't think of an out, honestly. Like Raigeki Dark Hole, I suppose? Set 2 pass. Wow, end of main phase, Masquerena gets chained by the Ogre. He doesn't have an out here, dude! I lose to Clausolas Jinlock pass. You can't out it! Triv get destroyed, dude! He cannot out a Clausolas. So if you guys don't know how Jin works, I mean, it's if a player ritual summoned using this card, the other player cannot special summon with the ritual. It's just emptiness. Game number 3 of top 8 here. We have Mav versus Rasengan. Engage for multi-roll. And that's going to get ashed, actually. Never mind. Ray into Gagari for the engage to add back that multi-roll, sending away with the multi-roll. Did you set? No, you... Okay, yeah, you just activate a multi-roll, passed with the Shizuku. Set 3 pass, nothing in the end phase. Forceful Sentry on the card you searched. Thoroughblade, normal summon, pitch the Ram. Going into Chakanine. Chakanine gets Shark Cannoned on the target here. Broadbow gets Widow Anchored. And Dryden is summoned, pops the multi-roll. Oh no, uses the Widow Anchor to negate here. Cannot steal, however, it looks like. Well, that's fine. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. You wouldn't have been able to attack anyway. When the oppression is royal. That's cool. Yeah, we have a Simo card. Yeah, no Ray in the graveyard for you, I suppose. Alright. And I guess we're just going to play here. Ash Blossom is set, which is damage step chaliced up on the Thoroughblade to be able to actually deal with it. And we're kind of dying to our old oppression here. Let's see if Striker can actually play through this. Confiscation on the Ghost Ogre. Thoroughblade beatdown, baby. Normal summon Ray. Attack over the, what's it called? And pass. Yep, no, this is Thoroughblade beatdown with this oppression here. Ray activates the effect to chain. Oh, okay, we had Imperm for the oppression. So Ray does tag out into the Kagari, who gets the engage. Alright, still going to be able to play here with this oppression negated now, so a bit of a rough one for his opponent, actually. Chakanine brings back into the Thoroughblades, attaching onto the Dryden. Into the Borbo, overlaying for Utopic Dragon, and passing? Really? Okay. Engage for the Area Space 0, draw a card. Stealing with the Widow Anchor on the F0, and the field spell is probably going to try and throw it away here. Gets Rose to the hand, and passed. Wow, that's a game. That's scooping up, dude. That's scooping it up. That's a scoopy. Alright, Mav's going to go first this time. Graceful, discarding Lightning Storm and Veiler into the Desires. So many draw cards in Zodiac. Would you look at that? Confiscates away the Terraforming. Gotta have a really poor hand if you're hitting Terraforming there. Tenki for Blade. Discard, draw. Chakanine bring back. Into the Blade for a search. And looks like we're gonna go for Utopic Dragon and Dryden Pass probably here. Which is surprisingly not that great of an opening against Striker. But alright, I guess we just put a bunch of bodies on the field. Which Striker, I guess, kind of... sometimes struggles to out here. Hayate going to have a token as well for some reason. Alright, that's fair. Just a player on the Dryden. End phase, Shizuku Search, which gets Chaliced. Hayate not resolving. Duster on the one back row here. That's Imperm. Chained to the Dryden. Who I suppose we just chain here. And pop the Shizuku. No Ray in the graveyard to worry about. Chakanine bring back, and that's going to be... is this game? 55 plus 16. 61? 71? 72 because of the thing. Wow. 800 left, and unfortunately not going to be enough. So that's going to be game number 3 here. Let's proceed. Striker going first. Wait, what? No, did you... Wait. Zoo went first and then passed into a shiftered Graceful Charity. Pitching Driver Terraforming into Ray. Oh, wow. You're actually going to tag out the Ray here? Okay, that's brave. Shizuku end phase gets impermed. No back row. Passes back. Wow. Maxi in the standby phase into Pot of Greed. Are we bricking in Zoo? Oh my god. Field spell gets Widow Anchor by sending the set card here. It's a Shark Cannon. Shizuku attacks directly. Set 1, 2, pass. No Shizuku Search. Duster. Chain the Ego Booster. And the field spell gets Ray here. Lightning Storms the monsters away. Triggers something. Chains into the Kagari, actually. Right? No, that was unaffected. And then end phase we Huh? What just happened? I'm gonna trust that it was all legal. Smile. Okay, anyway, Kagari is here. Widow Anchor steals on the Borbo, and we don't have a follow-up, unfortunately. And we're just gonna engage for Hornet Drone. Draw a card. Rota for Rose here. That's probably gonna be it. Drones into Zeke. Banish until temporarily for the end phase, and that is game. Rasengan taking down the Zodiac players. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the grand final. Seb versus Hash. The Zodiac Master versus the Zodiac Netdecker. Will the Padawan beat the Master? Seb won the dice roll, goes first, discarding Double Shifter off of the Grace. I feel like we've seen that twice today. Graceful into Desires. Multiple draw cards. Dryden, set to pass. Normal summon Thoroughblade. Pop. Chain the Ghost Ogre, removing the body from the field here. Set 1, pass and return. Normal summons a Whiptail, which is flipped up by an Emptiness. Going to pass back. Pot of Greed off the top, turning off his own Emptiness. Normal summons Ram into the Chak, into the Borbo, which is the Royal Oppression. Oh boy, now we're just going to go into some furry beatdown here for 1600 damage. Set 1, pass. Looks like a Ram potentially. Tribute summons Nibiru! To play around the oppression. Oh my god. And doesn't use oppression to negate the Ram? Can you have done that? Alright, well the Ram floats into Blade, who discards and draws, so we're just trying to dig for some responses to this oppression here. While our opponent has a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field that we cannot out. Set 1, pass in the same column as oppression. That's a very easy read on Imperm. Ash on the Tenki top deck. We have Barrage though. Pops the oppression. Keck W. Going into Broadbolt to search. Attacks over. Connects directly for 3000. Into a Zeus. As his own Barrage. Into Thoroughblade. Into the Borbo to attack directly. Imperms. Cannot attack directly anymore. Broadbow gets the search here for Whiptail. And we're just going to Chakanine. Bring back Ram. Tiger Mortar reattach. And make a fat Dryden. And pop the Zeus in the first place, and Imperm is changed by to the Zeus. Alright, we have a Thoroughblade normal summon, which is Max Seed into a Chakanine. Dryden pops the Chakanine. We have Chalice into the Vespacito. Are we trying to go for game here? Vespacito attack into the zero attack Zoo monster that was Chaliced. Oh no! Alright, game number 2. Let's see if Hash can go to a game 3 here. He's going to go second, it looks like. Graceful pitching, contacting the Sea and Duster. Blade pitch the Ram for a Chak into a Dryden. We have Pot of Greed into the Imperm on the Dryden. Special the Prankatops. Normal summon Thoroughblade. Maxi is dropped. That's going to be a -1 Maxi. Versus 4 cards and 4 cards in hand. Special Prankatop for the Prankatop. Oh my god. Barrage into the Thoroughblade. And it doesn't look like we have anything here. Attack over the Thoroughblade into the Broadbow to search another Zoo monster into the Zeus with 3 materials and 1 back row. Pot of Desires in response here. Can we dig for an Imperm or a Chalice? We have Duster for the set Chalice. And Zeus attaches a material from the deck here. Confiscates a Zoo out of the hand here. That's a Cold Wave in hand. Reborns the Pankratops. Pops the Zeus into Barrage off of that Desires. Oh my god, you sack. Broadbow adds, Chakanine returns, and yep, that is gonna go to game number 3, sorry. Grand final here, boys. The el finale grande. Seb goes first with the Desires to draw 2 cards here. Any more follow-up draws? Nope, just Ram, Chak, Blade, and Dryden in defense mode. Pot of Desires of our own on the side of Hash to draw 2 cards. As a Tenki for the Thoroughblade. Graceful Charity as well. Dig. Pitching another Desires and a something. A normal summon. Gets to draw. Pops with the Dryden. Ogres the Dryden. Reborns the Dryden. Into Mortar. Gets Ogred on the Mortar and passes. Ghost Ogre MVP, chat. Would you look at that? Normal summon Wrap here. Dumping a Blade to the graveyard. Into the Mortar to attach the Thorough. Attack for some damage here and makes a Zeus, it looks like. Zeus, 3 materials, 1 back row. Emptiness in the standby, it looks like. Yep, looks like Emptiness in the standby. And We're going to attack directly with Zeus here. We need an answer to this emptiness. Nope, we're just going to set. Zeus wipes the field now. All he needs is a normal summon. It looks like a Chalice damage step. Wow, dude. Would you look at that? Seb, the Grandmaster of Zodiac. Actual Grandmaster, dude. Can anyone play Zoo better than this man? Who knows? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The traditional top cut matches.